Hey everyone, we start momentarily and get everything set up before we begin. Alright, that's all saved. That's all done. Alright, I think we're good to go. So, hi everyone. Welcome to another stream. Today we are going to be continuing with Apollo Justice Trilogy. Last time we had left off, we had gone into the past where we were playing as Phoenix once again. We listened to all the classical songs. Woo! And we were trying to find out about what was it? We're trying to find out about not a Valiant Grammarly, the other guy. Basically, Jushi's father had killed, whether if he had killed his mentor, who I can't remember the name of right now, by shooting him in the head. He says that he didn't, and instead he shot a clown, a fake clown, not a real one. While the other one, the Valiant Grammarly, did shoot him. However, he was like trying to hide that he didn't do it and all this other stuff. And he was like, "How did you get this thing? It's impossible," and all this stuff. And then Phoenix also got a piece of paper from a journal, which turns out to be fake. And they were like, "Oh, you've been giving in illegal evidence. You are now disbarred from being a lawyer because we will not investigate this any further than just saying you're doing it illegally." And then, yeah, the Trucy's father disappeared in a flash of magic, and because it's been 7 years, apparently he's just pronounced dead, which is not how it works. If they don't know he's dead, he just disappeared, but whatever. Anyway, we're going to continue on for that. Hey, Rappertron, good to see you. Just to catch up on what you just said, I am not late, and I'm not over an hour late. I am now it would be 20, but it's currently, when I started, it would have been like 10 minutes. Because if you live in America, you just had daylight savings time, which means you lost an hour. I have not had daylight savings times yet. Mine's next week, I think. Let me check. Yeah, it's by the end of this month that we get daylight saving times for me. So I am actually not late. I am, even if I was over an hour late, I would still be within the time frame, which is 6 to 8 p.m. That's the start time. So don't call me out. If I was over late, I wouldn't stream. But yeah, we're going to see where we left off. So let us begin. Game. There we go. I had to find the thing for a second there. Just heads up, I don't know how well I'll be able to do today because I am tired or exhausted or whatever would be the proper explanation for things. So, you know, if I sound kind of out of it, that's probably why. Turnabout, Succession, the Mason system, the Mason system. Still don't know why they put it like that. Here we go. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. Mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself. Which of Magnifique Gramarye's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant Zach Gramarye go? What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? Who cares about that? Mason system. Oh, this is cool. 7 years ago, detention center, present. The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. But that's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. When all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. Okay, so the orange one is the present and the blue one is the past. Okay. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Think of it as a game. We're in law. Think of this as a game. Oh, hello. I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide through this game. A terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. I became a poker player. Stream broke? No, stream's still here. I see it. Stream's still here. I see it. Yeah, I could see it on my thing. I think it's just your side. I don't know if I already read this, but as your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama. He brought it back. It looks actually kind of good. That's a detailed Magatama. It's definitely different from the past one. It looks nice. What does it do, you ask? That I would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Use Q and E to jump between the past and present. it switches to game mode and he's like, huh? Q and E? Let's begin 7 years ago, in the past, again. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. Okay. This one? The Nightmare trial was over. And the new nightmare of figuring out what happened had begun. I'd wanted to wake up, to walk away. But I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. Besides, I had plenty of time, thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. It's hard to work when your attorney's ban has been taken away. It's the classic room. 7 years ago, detention center visitor room. What a strange sight doth mine eyes behold! Excuse me? 2 men on either side of a single transparent pane! Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. Is there no proof that I forged anything? Nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits. And what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano and a cold little hole in the wall. But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnifique Gramarye, for one. Who pulled that trigger, Valiant or his partner Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. Smara, you're on candid camera. I just have to say it. Old habits die hard. Maybe I should do a few tricks to the viewers at home. That guard keeps stealing glances in this direction and scratching his head. Maybe our resident magician showed him a trick or two? The fatal trial. Or fateful. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear and he never even touched it. The glory spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? Zach Gramry killed Magnifi. It is good as a signed confession. There's certainly been public opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away? As long as an audience waits with bated breath, there will be Valent, and also... Yes? Now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifi's repertoire is mine. Valent Gramry has an addition to uphold. Is that true? Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Valent. After all, you received one of those letters too. You were just as obligated to follow Magnifi's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zach Gramry followed them. Let us not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnifi Gramry, or Magnifi, had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets. Oh, there it is! Oh, they changed the sound for that. I didn't think it would be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. A Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. If I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it. Cool, hey, it has a little pop-up thing now, cool. Let's just present things. Mr. Valent, could you look at this for me, please? Yes, I accept your challenge. Well? Challenge? Huh? You want me to make it float, disappear, or shall I simply eat it? I didn't come here to play games, Mr. Valent, or watch you do tricks. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to present all of the things. Rafachan, I think you're a bit far behind, but I'm not saying that the Magatama is a different Magatama. I'm just saying that they updated the sprite. I didn't think it was a new one. I don't have my attorney's badge anymore. I feel naked without it. I used to present it to everyone. Okay, well, I can't really question it because I don't have much evidence to show, but I guess I could try? You never know. Ooh, 3D. The trick up his sleeve. Oh, they changed the music too. I'm flying by the edge of my seat of my pants in this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm gonna find. That's what I'm gonna find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, is asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful as to coerce its phoenix at saneness that coerce someone into committing murder? My guess is it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troop lived in the world of showmanship. The flashier the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. I do not. I may not have enough evidence right now to pull this off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. Alright, end inquiry. Defendant lobby number 2. Who's here? 7 years ago, District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Didn't think I'd be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day. Oh, I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way. The trial is over. Ah, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Zack. There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I am talking about this. Mr. Enigma. Yeah, defense escape, fine and quick. Bailiff, find all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape. When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir. Oh God, it's you. Down on your hands, floor on your head. No, no, no. What's the big idea? My ears. Why are you here, Officer Meekins? No unauthorized personnel beyond in here. But that would mean unauthorized personnel are allowed. Zoink! I just say it like it is, sir. It's usually wrong. They're out the precinct, lost my friends, and my girl even my wallet. We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always on the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there is only now, sir. Okay, you're the bailiff, right? Yes, sir, court bailiff, Mike Meekins at your service, sir. I've asked to meet with the bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me, sir. But you were a regular officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Something tells me that this is a long story. Let's not go there. So you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing? I'm dying over here. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. Thrown out of the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, even my wallet. Guess I wasn't the only victim. Why do I have to talk to him? 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to sort out my chair. Right, Meekins. Do I have to do him again? Last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. It's alright. I wish I didn't have to tell you this. But last year, tragedy struck a rising star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days. They fired me. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform... I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. You can't do that, though. I swear, I think that's illegal. Yeah, that can't be legal. So, you were the one who let the magician get away that day. I'm dying over here. A star rises among the court bailiffs full of hope, then tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zach Gramley's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! That's enough of that. I've actually straight forgotten if this is the right voice or not, but I'm just doing it anyway. Magician's disappearance. Oh yes, I say it was around 2 p.m. when I heard a commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right in there in front of me. Face! So you saw someone suspicious coming your way? Yes, and I, being a bailiff, a little standing, I gave chase. I chased that still cat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here. Aha! There's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir. All by myself, never a friend to call my own. Okay, and which way did Zach Grammy run after bursting through the courtroom door? He went up like this, and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw the magic man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remember it like I was right there, because it was lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place he could hide. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room. Magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone. That's impossible. Yes, that word. How many times have I heard that said word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Okay, I won't say it again, promise. But you have to admit it's difficult to vanish into thin air. Did you search the lobby? I searched. Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something? So Zach was in this room when he vanished? Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eyes. The red silk hat, that following cape, glowing. But you know, he ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat, cape? That's Zach, all right. But sir, look at the room. There's not a single place he could hide. So there was nothing I could do but run nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas? Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir? If you don't mind me asking. You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? Are you withholding the truth from me, Meekins? Cyclops? I should have known. Any thoughts on this, Mr. Meekins? This is an honor. Sir, I've offered my opinions on plenty of things, even things I knew nothing about. But no one's ever asked my opinion before. Ow. There's no need to shout, really. So, no opinion? None. I know nothing about that, sir. But I thought... Never mind. I don't think he's going to know anything about this, and I don't think I can press him on anything because I have nothing to show him. But I can at least look around the room. Maybe there's something here. Guess this door was officially a prop in Zach Grammary's last show. He passed through that lobby door and vanished, but to where? Choreographed that entire fateful trial according to his grand scenario. I hate magicians. You know, I think this was the lobby I used for my very first case. This plant has seen me grow from a rookie to an ace, to a has-been. I hate you, plant. Just kidding. I must have seen that painting 1,000 times, but I never really looked at it until now. I guess my head was too stuck in the trials. I never had time to stop and appreciate art. I have time now. Okay, let's appreciate. Actually, it's pretty lame. I actually took a nap on the couch once when I was still practicing law. Boy, was that a mistake. Yeah, it was when you got hit in the head with like a freaking fire extinguisher. And you never even sit on the lobby sofas now. I never let my clients sit on them either. It's bad luck. One of the tiles is loose. There's a tunnel down here. Right, to the law offices. 7 years ago. Wright & Co. Law Office. Oh, morning, Daddy. I'm so glad you can. Okay, Daddy, I'm picking on you. I'm fine as always. This old boy here is to help me after all. That's young man to you. Oh, good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on. Thanks, my first show's today after all. The baby. 2 weeks have passed since then. I called her into my office. She's a sad baby. Trucy, wait, I didn't get a chance to read that. Trucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around. This is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while, just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long, I hope. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you'd like. I could look up some places you might like to stay. This is so weird. I'm trying to remember how I did a voice. I think it was just the same. Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you. Huh? Really? So if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family? Huh? I guess so. Getting weirder. Mr. Attorney? Actually, why don't you call me call me Nick? Or you can call me Daddy if you'd like. It doesn't have to be today or anything. Okay, say Daddy. That was fast. Yeah, that was quick. Yes? If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy. Oh, and this office is a little blah. A little color goes a long way, you know. Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from your work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I'll work twice as hard. We'll make it through this. Lucy, how old are you? Oh, I'm 8. I don't let appearances deceive you, but you're an 8-year-old, so you can't work. Because that would be illegal. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy. Thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Like, I was half expecting Phoenix just to be like, oh, thank you. So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right? Well, at least kind of look aside or something when you say it. It's actually kind of hard for me, for Daddy. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that. Actually, that's pretty accurate. Foolish pride? No, it's that you lost your job. You got... Of course he would be sad about that. It's not pride. Well, okay. Actually, that's pretty accurate. So, here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school anyway. Well, that way. Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know how much... I don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law if you were to ask some people. Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead. You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent? You've got me, don't ya? I'm a professional. A professional? Yep. After all, I'm directly descended from the famous Zach Gramry. Directly descended. He's your father. Oh, and now I'm directly descended from the famous Sphinx Wright too. I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Yeah, not many people do that, so take it. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy? Zach Gramry? Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy. Which daddy was that again? Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of True Gramry, and they're big. The Gramrys. They were on television a lot. I haven't seen them much on recently, come to think of it. Big magic happens when you put Zach and Val and Gramry together, you know? Once, they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall. Let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top? I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic. I should have brought it up so soon. I wonder what happened to me with Daddy and Mommy both gone. Mommy? Yeah, what about Mommy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother. But I have my magic and a great daddy even if he's unemployed. You know, I think things are going to be okay. I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. I'm actually surprised that she's being this weirdly optimistic. I mean, she's an 8-year-old. She's more mature than most people. So, Trucy, you're a professional. Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs. They say that. I always thought it was funny, though. What was? Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids? How stupid. Right. So, in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy. That's right. Well, want to see a trick? You're gonna do a magic trick? Sure. Actually, I would like to see your trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all. That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da! Hey, folks, it's Mr. Hat. I gotta say, it's good to be seen. Yeah. Whoa. That was startling. The amazing Mr. Hat. Isn't he great? Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service. He certainly makes an impression. Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. Huh. Does she do that when she was older too? Because I just noticed when I'm looking at her when she's making it talk, and she looks to the side. Though my routines do get a bit heady at times. Huh. Get it? Heady. My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Could you tell me about your mommy, if it's okay? Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage. On stage? You mean with your daddy? Yep. She was always there for when, with Zach and Valent smiling. But then she went away. Went away? It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. She vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get it back. She's shown to be a lot better when she's older. Okay. Maybe so. I cried then, and a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait, isn't this the necklace that Phoenix wore? That had a picture of Trucy in it? This is your mother? She's beautiful. Her name's... Oh. Her name's Thalassa. Thalassa Gramry. What's the... I'm trying to think what this would be a anagram or reference for. Thalassa. That's a lot of grams. I don't know. That's so bad. That's a lot of magic. Poor girl. I didn't know her mommy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before our eyes. Hey, Daddy, you won't... Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise. Right, you can even do magic. You're like a backup plan. It's kind of... I feel kind of bad, like, knowing in the future, because Phoenix does disappear for, like, a week or something at some point. It's like, he's gone for, like, 2 or 3 weeks. It's like, I promise I won't vanish. Vanishes. Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a magic... You're a backup plan. Yeah, she said that. Daddy always used to say to have a backup plan. I guess all I rate as is a backup plan. Treat your father better, Trucy. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that. It's okay. After all, we're family. I just hope you're ready. The Right Talent Agency opens tomorrow. What? But are we representing anyone? Me and you. That makes 2, Daddy. I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, You may be a magician, but I'm no talent. Well, I'm sure there's something you're good at. Well, when you put it that way, I mean, you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? This will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket. Okay, I'll think of something. That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy. Welcome to the team, Daddy-o. The team, right. But don't look around the room. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost after those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. Don't kick me out! I was going to tick on it, so I guess we got everything. But I'm going back in anyway. You still see that hotel from the window here. Every time I look out, I think back on those old cases. I wonder if the view looks different now that I'm not wearing my old badge. I really dig the far-out view, Daddy. Thanks. She must have learned a lot of words from her parents. My mentor's favorite plant, Charlie. Guess watering Charlie's my only real job now. Wait, I have a child now. I can't feed Trucy like this. He probably needs more than the occasional watering too, I'm guessing. Yes, she's not a plant. Thalassa is a Greek goddess of the sea, and in some myths is the mother of Aphrodite. Oh, okay. An old movie poster hangs up on the wall. I finally found out the title after not knowing for the longest time. I actually rented the movie the other day. Cried my eyes out. Just thinking about it makes me tear up. Wait, it's just allergies, really? I should show it to her when she's older. Wait, what was it called again? Quite the collection of law books. My mentor bought all of them. I used to be too busy to read them. Now that I have the time to read them, there's no need. But I can't just sell them. Maybe Trucy will want to read them someday? Nah. Sneeze? I mean, considering that she's actually kind of good at lore in the future, I bet she does read them. I mean, she's not a professional, but she knows enough. My desk, not that I have any reason to sit there anymore. I guess Trucy can use it. It's great for studying math, English, geography, magic. I'm not crying, I've just got some dust in my eye. And that's everything. Right. Goodbye. Drew Studio. I get to go to the studio? I thought you said the film was terrible. Now, I think there's a slight, I wouldn't say plot hole, but it's a not mistype, but they missed it, because I specifically remember that the picture of the original film was replaced with a picture of the Nickel Samurai, or one of the samurai films, by Maya. And yet, either he might have replaced it, he might have just put it back, but I remember that it originally was replaced with some sort of other film by Maya, and then he went to see it and he said it was bad. That's what I remember. Drew Studio. Oh god, this place looks like crap. What the hell? I figured you'd come by here sooner or later. I've forgotten how to do your voice already because you were here so briefly. I decided on sooner. Drew mission, was it? I haven't done anything legal. And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only one stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. Phoenix right, was it? I'll answer what I can. not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely. It's another baby. Ah, that's my daughter. Vera, say hello. She's gone. Shall we begin then? I want to look around. There's no secret painting. Going home by any chance? No, I was just checking out the door. Oh. Good thing I'm far too stubborn to take hints like that. I can see a butt. What's this painting here? Oh, that's one of mine. It's an illustration from a book. It's not on sale yet, of course, but I think it might be a good business. As a father, I'd like to be able to put food on my daughter's table. Not a feeling I know anything about. At least not yet. You will soon, Phoenix. You will soon. Paints are scattered all around. Probably the ones he's currently using. There's something very artistic about... I nearly read that as autistic. Artistic about a messy room. Not that this is anything compared to my office. I guess that would make my office a masterpiece. Oops. No. I want to swap sides. Hey, it's here. Maybe I'll just sidle over there for a closer look. This is you and Vera? Yes. Took that one quite recently. I know I'm a painter, but why paint a portrait instead? I've never been that good at people, unfortunately. Right. Shouldn't you practice? A little tiny one. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it, a stamp? Oh, please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere where she can see it. Oh, hey! That's Zack and Valen. That's the Gramrys, isn't it? The post office issued the commemorative stamp last year, when the Gramrys were at the height of their popularity. Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished in the face of the earth. Vera went to see one of their shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan since. She watched them every time they came on TV until the end. I see. The stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it. That's a pretty bottle. Ah, don't touch that, please. I'll get in trouble. It belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere where she can see it. She looks at it often. There's a light pink fluid inside. Nail polish, I'm guessing. Is nail polish pink? What's this red envelope? Oh, don't touch that! That's, it's quite important. Ben's face just changed hues. Guess I better behave, though it's tempting to just grab it. Paints and pigments are lined up on the shelves with some noticeable gaps. It's embarrassing, but I can't afford all the paints I want. I insist on buying the ones I use for my own money. I can see how you'd want to do that, sure. Perhaps you'd heard that you can make any color. As long as you have the 3 primary colors. Well, it's a lie. Poor guy. It's that strange machine again. You use these gizmos for painting? They're pretty elaborate. Ah, those. Those aren't for painting. They're for analyzing. Paint compositions, age, every conceivable angle. Those for the forgery trade, I guess. Oh, it's a symbol that the cloud uses to cut people up. It isn't, but... What's that say? Gruquis? Groquis. I don't know what the hell that means, but that's weird. No. There are some finished paintings stacked here. They don't look all that bad, really. I'll sell you one for 50 cents. That's okay. They look kind of heavy. Oh. Maybe he needs to work on his sales technique a bit. This one, for a minute then, I didn't know this was a volcano. It looked like a guy. Like with his, this is his leg here. This is his inner leg. And there's his other leg. And then like here's his torso and then his hand sticking out. And he's like going, he's charging up. That's just me. All right. I can catch up chat for a minute. You'll love her even more soon. Great. Very observant. I don't know what that was in reference to, but cool. I'm glad I've got eyes. Trucy eats the breadwinner. It comes in all colors. Oh, okay. Right, let's talk. Judging from this place, you're a painter. Not sadly a profitable one. I never saw the painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. I'd be able to get by were it only... Your daughter? Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. This is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me like those eyes. I know what it is I do. More than half of my paintings they bring are stolen. Or they bring me. And who knows what my copies are used for? But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in a murder trial. I never imagined that possibility. Then why did you make the job, or take the job? I was well paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. Past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I could put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. You remember this? This got me fired, and it's all your fault. Mr. Misham, I was wondering if you could tell me about this. I've not been in touch with the outside world for some time now. I'm sorry, but that isn't much of an inspiration to me. Oh, so now he's the sensitive artist. It's probably just this I need to show. Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy. But that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then let's talk. Or I'll inject you with this needle. Also, yeah, don't inject people with needles when they have nothing in them because you could kill someone. Oh no, you will kill someone because you don't just inject air into someone. Did you do this as well? Oh, let's just talk for a moment. Magnifi's diary. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I'd attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. This is not what I mean. In all my previous works, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy. The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. They used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote. Yes, as I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I don't know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them, not personally, You liar! Ah, Cyclops, of course. It seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Well, I've only got 2 slots, and I've done everything else, so I might as well. You're hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Misham? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I've never met the client. True, when I asked the client's name, there were no sight locks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I've made my stand, no backing down now. So what was Misham hiding? Oh, whoops. Well, we know it's not him, the forger. You can pretty much piece together what it is that from what you said. What is it then? You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any psych locks. Psycho locks? Is that some sort of asylum security? Or a new hairstyle, perhaps? But then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client? As I said before, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never said I met him. Not personally, no. Not personally. Those words triggered the psych locks. Again with the psycho locks. Oh no, I really must know. Now I must really know what they mean. Oh. So you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence. Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business, but I'm afraid you've lost me. Oh, that was a meaty crash. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Cyclops. As long as I've come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is? The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Misham. Poppycock! I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me? That's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger at Drew's studio is... It's Apollo Justice! Even though we don't know him yet. Apparently he's 15 here. That's cool, they update the name. $48, $37, $45, deceased. $24, $12. So she is... Oh, she's 4 years older than Trucy. Oh, crap! I didn't mean to do that. Maybe I don't have enough evidence to pull this off right now. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. No, I had it. It's just... I pressed the wrong button. And now I have to skip. If only I could, like... Oh, I can press and hold? I didn't know that. Skip. I wish there was like... while I appreciate that they add in the ability to redo a part when you fail, like to a point, I wish they also added in a thing where it's like, oh, if you've gotten to a certain point in the sight locks, you automatically get put back in that spot.
Take that!
The real forger is your daughter, Vera Misham, isn't it? Ridiculous! My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more one of the landscapes, not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people who have access to the studio are you and your daughter. The Cyclops tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going psycho-lock myself. Yeah! Unlock successful! I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter Vera, not I. She was only 12, a genius you might call her. A precocious little girl outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently. I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytic devices are brought when they became necessary. They're my little girl's playthings now. Do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So Vera was the one who made this page. It's Phoenix saying that. Would she know would she know who the client was then? Actually, the client came once. Here to the studio. What? Why didn't you say so sooner? But the face was covered and they did not want to talk to me. So they talked to your daughter. We'll speak only with the artist, the client told me. And that little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more? Or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? Mr. Misham, I have a request. Let me guess, you'd like to speak with my daughter. Can I? My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely shy actually. With only one exception. Which was, oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. Returned when they had finished, and she was laughing. It was the first time I've seen anything of the sort. Please let me speak with her. All right. Uh-oh. This could be tough. He has a little bear drawing pad. Aw. Vera, was it? I would like to have a friendly chat. Or would you like to have a friendly chat? I'm Phoenix Wright, ex-lawyer, and pianist. I'm still looking for the keys that say do, re, mi. Can't find them anywhere. I'm no good at this. I need something to get through to this girl. Vera, was it? I would like to have a friendly chat. Phoenix Wright, that's the same as last time. Okay. I will present you with this dead guy. He's funny. What do you think about this? I think I just made her nervous. I need something to grab her attention. But what? And then there's this. My stamp. Hey, she spoke. She could talk? Yeah, so this stamp. I'm gonna keep her talking. Great magicians, aren't they? Isn't True Gramarye amazing? Yes? Oh. Especially like those two, Zach and Valen. I mean, they're just so magical. Aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know? Me too, me too. I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic. Yeah. All right, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start. I went and saw them with the father the other day. Opening ceremony at the Gramarye Museum of Magic. The Gramarye Museum? They have one of those? Guess it makes sense now that they have their own stamp, their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows? Just once when I was little, with father. The Gramarye's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, putting back together. They do it all. Yeah. Maybe you can keep telling me stuff like this. You know, about Zach and Valet, maybe. Oh, sure. All right, better get asking before she changes her mind. I know how to talk to people. I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here. Why don't you like the outside? There's bad people out there. Well, true, but there's a lot of good people too. Actually, I should tell you. She was almost kidnapped once. Kidnapped? Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. I see. Wait, but that doesn't make sense. She said she went to see the Gramarye Museum. With you, in fact. Oh, yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me. That person gave me a good luck charm. Good luck charm? When I absolutely had to go outside. Yes, she apparently received something, a gift. It was a gun! From the client, actually. She won't tell me what it is. Father, I told you to keep that secret. From the client, huh? This I have to hear about. So your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things. I really like painting a lot. Father is very happy when I paint them exactly the same. So, you did this too? Oh yes, that was my first job. Your first... All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this was totally different. The pen slips on and the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib. I had to use a microscope and analyze it on the computer. She seems happy. Odd, her work was the last nail in the Grammary coffin. I guess no one told her. They're the best in the world. Huh? Oh, you mean the true Grammary? Of course. Father gave it to me. Your father? But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it. Oh, I guess I just took it. Yeah. Took it? Father got a letter from that person. That person? You mean the letter was from the client? Oh, we talked about the Grammys forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it. They're a sneaky one, this one. So they were trying to get on her good side. Sent from the real client. So, you met the person that asked you to do this job, and you talked with them? What's this about a good luck charm we received? I can't talk about it. Eh? If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told. Yeah, but I really, really have to know. Cyclops! 2 of them. Right, time to do some psych unlocking. I don't know if we have the information, but I can at least try. You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you this stamp? No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem. The problem that keeps her inside all the time? Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm. A good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? The hand thing? Which is not in here? I guess I'll present this for now, but I know it's wrong. If it doesn't bring good luck, I don't know what would. I see. Good luck charms are different for different people, I guess. Huh? What do you mean? If you say it's lucky, then it must work for you. That's the beautiful thing about good luck charms. Why? Oh! See that innocent smile? Everyone has a different way of breaking the news. That's the beautiful thing about being totally wrong. I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Yeah, I don't have it. I may not have enough evidence about this right now to pull off. Maybe it's time to do a little more legwork. Or I could just look at this fancy-looking glass thing over here, which no one else would have, and be like, oh, maybe he gave her this. Because she did have it all the time when she was older. But it's already ticked, so I can't do anything with it. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else. I can't present her anything that I think doesn't do anything. Maybe the diary itself? Something like this. Or this. What about a gun? Do you want a gun? I meant to show you the gun. Here you go. Okay, well, I guess that's it for now. We have some new stuff, so I'm about to get some stuff from the detention center, but I think I might need more. Is there anything in the prison I can look at? No. The answer is no. Alright, back to Valiant Grammary. No, it's not this then. What about this? I'm just showing everything just in case he's like, oh, this thing. Okay, well, in that case, I'll just... Huzzah! Trick up his sleeve. I'm flying by the seat of my pants in this one. Blah, blah, blah. I need to remember what his first thing was. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Okay, that was what it said. I do not have this yet. Okay. So the only option is to go speak to that guy again. Woo! Let's go, Officer Meekins. Disappearing trick. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? So what do you know? Spit it out. Hey, what's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden? You know something, and I'm going to find out what. That Grammy vanished from this room. How'd he do it? How, sir? Well, I can't say as I say, sir. Why are you so nervous as if you are hiding something? Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here and... Listen! It was impossible! What could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you say? Sir, did I just say something, sir? No, you screamed it through the megaphone of yours. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there? Sir, I'm going to have to invoke my right to remain in the state of not talking. It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zach's accomplice was. I know who was in that room that day.
Take that!
Quite obvious. Sir! Never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it. Sir! Sir, that day she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't! You mean you chased her into this room, not him? Sir, in my days in the police force, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing. But it was just not how it makes you take a little girl for a 7-foot tall magician. 7 feet? Zach isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zach Gramley. But you saw something, and that therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look this familiar? It's the puppet, isn't it?
Take that!
What's that? The girl's favorite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She uses it in her show at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? So, it wasn't a walking dream, was it, sir? Come again? That night on stage, I saw a vision, except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat. It really exists. Unlock successful. Yes, my health rejuvenates. I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. Zach Gramley exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in the corner room, sir. Zach Gramley, don't even think you can escape Meekins. Down on your hands, floor on your head. Hello? Something the matter, mister? No, that is... Sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir. Zach Gramley, do you know him? Oh, I love Zach Gramley. His magic is the best. I'm the biggest fan. I see. That's why you're wearing the costume you're wearing. Anyway, that's the very same Zach ran into his room. But no one's been in here except me. But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. So, Trucy was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him. Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had been all along a dream. A dream that lasted a week? But it wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat. Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door and out came Zach. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby 2. Along with Mr. Hat. And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So, while you were standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner and most likely runs through the closet door into lobby 2, or lobby 1. This is where you came in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit, and at that very moment, Trucy runs into the lobby number 2. Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. It kind of looks like the hat gobbled up the little hat. The other little hat. Sir, I only lost sight of him for a briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape, Zach Grammy's red cape fluttering like a cape. Astounding, sir. All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing quarries wasted. Raggy? I'm turning into Scooby-Doo. It was as if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die. All the scattered remains of the immeasurably eaten chocolate parfait. Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry. I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case. It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many, many times, sometimes more than once. But this is the first time anyone's apologized to me. Actually, about that girl. I'm sort of her guardian now. Is that so? Sir, you should note that I harbor no ill feelings whatsoever in my harbor. Okay. I let the defendant escape, that's a stone-cold truth. Just another step on my way from singing to the blues to the wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with the great Detective Gumshoe. Or Guamshoe. Mr. Meekins, this is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar. If you want. It's an honor, sir. Sir, I can't count the number of things I've had taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free. Right, I'll see you in court next time then, sir. I look forward to it. Another point down the drain. All eyes were on Zach Grammy that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery's been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I meet him again. You met him again? Is it now, like, in the future? Woo, another tick. Ooh, wee! Borscht Bowl Club. Wait, I just had a flash of inspiration. What if the guy that was killed in the beginning case was Zach? Because they looked the same. The only difference was the outfit. Oh, it's coming together. Oh, I just had another no. Oh, the guy, what was his name? Gavin's brother, the bad one. Because he killed the guy. He must be in on it. And he was the one that, like, maybe helped with the forging? Oh, man. I'm getting here. Present day, Borscht Bowl Club. Oh, it's you. Are we taking my leave now? Still have some work to do after the back of the office. I guess I'll go back to my piano. I don't remember his voice. I think I just did him as normal, so I'm going to do him a little bit deeper. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon always feels comfortable. Later, then. 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Ahem. Do you know who I am? Ah. Who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I've heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. And now I see the rumor is true. And this is a friend of yours? What the? Why are you here? I forgot how to do his voice. Don't grab me, I'm just friendly neighborhood woodsman. He will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. The Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano, well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started, I don't remember. But I'm good, real good. Didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game, that guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory, they come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. I don't play for high stakes, there's no money involved. Real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then let's compete. I'll take you into the room. The hideout, yes. But before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shardy Smith. Oh, and I'm Brushel. Spark Brushel, news reporter. Oh, No. Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am? Have we met? It's the same guy! Oh, my brain is so big! Today in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty charged. What are you talking about? I'm thinking about this. Boom, he disappears. People are in awe. Like, capture him, Mr. Enigmar. The defendant escaped. Find him, quick. Close all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape. You can't be. But you're... Zach Gramry? Yes, the reincarnation of the century. Pity I have only an audience of 1. You. Zach Gramry? This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there. I've forgotten how to do her voice. We will play soon. Ready the room. I will be preparing the hideout for you. Are you really him? Is he Zach Gramry? Now I'm Shardy Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? In exactly 3 days from now it would be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I have come. And to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker? Those eyes, he's serious. I despise losing above all else. And so I have decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. And even beat a woman with a bottle or something. I know this guy's types, and they're dangerous. Everything about this competition, all else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me. And I, you. We completed that day 7 years ago, too. Ah, yes, you must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. 1. Showdown time. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I played for a long time and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. You chose your defense attorney by playing poker. Some are hired, others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of. I know that you do. Trucy's power? Trucy? She's in class of her own. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borscht Bowl Club. And I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals. Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. But those of Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you were the second man to whom I've lost. Magnificramry. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you call it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Gramry bloodline or something? Blood. That's a threefer. I'm sorry, but it is not something totally told lightly to outsiders. Even though I came here to explain everything, I'm going to make it something you don't just get to learn everything. And it's nothing you need to know at this time. Some kind of Gramry secret, then. Fine. She's 15 this year. She's still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. But you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that I must apologize. However, it would I could not be found guilty that day. Because of this. This? A transferal of rights. You see this signature? A transferal. That's Magnificramry's signature, isn't it? I hereby give all rights to secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. Recipient Zach Gramry, Magnificramry. This is the real torn page. Performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you, Zach Gramry. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me. Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks torn. You recall the diary, yes? First, take a look at this diary. Note that a page has been clearly ripped out. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Wait a minute, let me see that. How could I forget? That scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnific gave it to me that night. Could have told me this earlier, like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologize. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. The greatest of Magnificramry's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I have risked all to come here tonight. Brushel. Yes? Ah, here you go. What's this? A letter praising the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary besides. I may not look it, but I'm a certified notary. You are? By day I wear a notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also by day I wear a reporter's glasses and notarize. I take off the glasses, I can't see very well. Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight. Okay, transfer of rights added to the court record. I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all of their possessions. Exactly, which is why I am here. I risked showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. And you might say, I am secure in my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnifi Gramry. However, this was done in secret without witnesses. Before Magnifi died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zach Gramry, and Valiant Gramry. Not Trucy. I see. So you do need this document. I have known Brushel since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. But only 3 know of my rebirth. Took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background, and found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else but Trucy's mother is a mystery. Maybe if I present things? Mr. Zach, you can tell me about this. Mr. Wright, we meet for the first time in 7 years and you offer me this? Please. It wasn't a present. This guy's a hard sell. Probably won't get a rise out of him unless I show him something real interesting. This person in the photo is Trucy's mother. How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. Huh? She is gone. What more is there to say? Lots? I know. Whoa, you're still here? According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnifi Gramry's only daughter. End quote. What? Magnifi's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zach? Brushel, you say too much. Why am I the bad guy? Why? Zach decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, this discussion is over. Alassa Gramry. She's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition? Final? Why? As you said, I've come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago we played. 7 years ago I lost. I already lost to Magnifi, but I do not care to lose another. And I have heard you never lose. It's just a rumor. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose unless one has an ace up one's sleeve. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation. To think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes. A mere lawyer! You're just a mere magician, so shut up. You'll be dead soon anyway. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up. That was that, but this is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy is beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Brushel, you may leave. But it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop. I punch and I punch, but still it is not enough. I just remembered a future prior engagement. Doodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, piano man. Then let us begin. Dealer. Da. You will be witness to our competition. Da. It is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around here before? Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. You know him? After a fashion. Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. But we still have to figure out the thing, don't we? The Gramry power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I needed to meet that reporter again. That was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition was, with that Zach began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. As a name Zach Gramry knew, but how and why? I called it, by the way. I so called it. You were there. Put on me. I've got a new place unlocked. I didn't get a tick, so it was an end for that, but we can come back. Okay, that's great. I did want to see... An hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so we can keep going for a little bit more. Solitary cell 13. This is a fancy cell. Does he have a freaking bookcase and a vase of flowers or vase? Bit much, but whatever. Well, well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago. My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this tete-a-tete, right? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. Nice roses. You taking care of this one here? Ah, yes. She's surprisingly delicate, you know. Requires careful tending, but she's my best friend, as they say. Best? Come on, now I'm starting to feel bad for you. Oh? Of course. She's known to bite if handled roughly. Your rose bites? I was speaking of the photo next to the rose. My retriever, Vongol. Is it Vongol or Vongole? Cute but feisty. Every dog has its thorns. How they hate... You can feel how much they hate each other. It's strange, you know? Here I am in solitary, and yet the books keep piling up. Looks like you've got more than a books up there. Ah, yes, my collection. A few friends I've made on the prison staff. They show me a little kindness. Just a little? You have a whole bookcase. This envelope's been bothering me since I came in here. It's not nice to peek at other people's mail. So evil-looking. You get mail here in jail? That I do, though they read it first, apparently. Still, I am allowed the pleasure of correspondence. Packages and the like are different matter, however. Looks like seeking a peek is out of the question. What if we decked him, knocked him out, and then we could read it? That's some chair. Just looking at it makes me want to take a seat. I'd probably have to add a whole digit to the price of that one office of my chairs. In here, a comfortable chair is the most valuable thing in the world. You'd have to add 2 digits to the price of the standard prison-issue chair for this. Those prison chairs don't look so bad either. Maybe I should redecorate. Is a go? A violin? Some china? A bird? Where's there a bird? It's like we look down here and we see a spoon that's been digging a hole under his chair or something. Life has been full of surprises for both of us. I have no doubt you'd never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I bet you never expected to wind up here. Shadi Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zach Gramry. You know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. But you say Smith was Zach? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was just a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial, you were arrested and found guilty. But your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I'm an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah, yes, the trial where Zach Grammy pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? The Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous, save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position, after all. For 7 years we've been friends. And yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship toward me was never pure. You suspected me when you still didn't know. Well, you suspected me then as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now, I'm not sure what I think. You didn't just brain a guy with a bottle juice for no reason. Just tell me why you did it. Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game. That Grammy mentioned your name, Gavin. That reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered the restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone else had turned on me. Even Maya. I seem to be in a bit of a trouble. Something like that. Dead, someone hit him hard. Me, please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. I have to know. Why did you kill Shadi Smith? No, Zach Gramry. Whee! Are they black ones? Yeah! I was right instantly. Whoa. Never seen Cyclops like these. Yes, you have. What do you mean you've never seen Cyclops like these? They're black. We've seen black ones. They're supposed to be the deepest, darkest secrets you've ever come across. How have you not seen these? We did. Literally the previous game we did. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. Shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. I knew it. I called it before it came up. He's doing his nails. You're thinking what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. This is the first time they had appeared? Well, I'm going to have to prove that wrong, because I literally saw them last time. I am 100% sure that they were shown in the previous game. Like, I am 100% sure on that, because I literally remember doing it. I swear I remember them. I remember Black Cyclops before. I don't know. I'll have to look back at my past streams to find them. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First-rate in all things, except nothing less. It certainly does look like a first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bottle. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. Nail polish slipped into pocket. Aha, it's mine now. Thanks. I don't think I can do this yet because I don't have enough information. However, I think I know where to go next. I will do it now so I don't forget, because I probably will. I had to skip all the conversation again. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. because I don't want it to get spoiled. I'm actually gonna... 1 second. Oops. Why can't I see the chat? Yeah, just be careful, Raffatron, not to put spoilers in there. For some reason, I can't access chat right now, as I was going to delete that comment, but I can't do it, so just got to deal with it. But yeah, just be careful with those kind of spoilers. You seem to trust this client quite a lot, in fact. Blah, 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 blah. We already done this. Skip. Skip. Right, it is... Because now I've got given one. I don't know how I'm doing this. I'm going back in time to show her this. This was what they gave you, wasn't it? The same bottle over there is on your desk. Your good luck charm, right? I heard once, cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power. Ah, of course it does. I'll just refrain from commenting any further on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client? Again, this doesn't make sense. We don't even know this guy yet. And we're still waiting things from the thing, and it's just like, no, this guy. Phoenix can see the future. This is his psychic powers coming in again. He gets information from the future to affect the past. Whoa. This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Christoph Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. I promised. I promised not to tell. I'm sorry, I can't talk about the client, I promised. And if I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need a name anymore, I've got my answer. Pretty confident in this charm, then. I think it might be the devil. Huh? Or maybe an angel? What do you mean? I saw it, or I think I saw it, when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face. Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's? No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile. So where did you see this devil, then? It was so quick, I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm. I'm not sure what the devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Christoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. I'm so sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try and book my client, Zach Gramry. Did I do something bad? What makes you think that? Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad. I'll put on my smile next time I come, promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera. Oh, okay. Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of a vital importance that day. She smiled. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. Wow, that's the third one down. But I think there's more still. Anything in the present unlock? Nope. But this will be a good place to stop, so we shall save. The Mason system. The Mason system is now. The Mason system, a mystery across time. So for now, I'll stop there. I know, I keep forgetting I can do this, so I'm just going to do it now. And with that, we shall stop there for today. We can pick this up next time. It's been technically 2 hours. It's been almost 2 hours. We've got 15 minutes left, but I think that's a good place to stop. It's getting a bit late, and you know, I want to do I got to go do my stuff, which will take a bit. So we're finishing now. We'll pick this up on Thursday as normal, where we continue with this. Hopefully I'm actually able to start on time. As a reminder, for people that live in the US, you guys are already in daylight saving times. I still have until the end of this month. So for you, I'll be starting an hour later, but for me, I'm starting on time. So just be aware of that. 6 p.m. my time is, depending on where you are in America, at most, right? At the one I think of the most is you're 5 hours behind, I think, or something like that. So yeah, be aware of that. Other than that, though, we shall stop there. We'll pick this up on Tuesday, Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be back with Halo, so look forward to that. As usual, thank you all for joining. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, follow, subscribe, do that bell notification so you know when our next stream. And if you want to help support me directly, there's links to Patreon and tips. If you do become a patron, get your name added to the patron list here, where I give you the shout out at the end of every stream, and I greatly appreciate you, like I do with Hiroru Akuni and the Swordmaster 37. So, you know, I greatly appreciate you, thank you, and all that. And I let you do a magic trick where you can summon a puppet from nowhere, and then pretend that it was a villain running away or something. But anyway, thank you all for joining. Hope you have a good nice rest of the day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Till then, take care, y'all. Bye, Rapatron. Bye, everyone. Bye.